Zara stepped out of the shop, the folded note heavy in her hand. She didn't understand how the man had known something was wrong without her saying a word. But there are some people in this world who don't see the way ordinary eyes see. Spiritual people, real ones, not the pretenders, often wash their faces in the morning with omi, a special cleansing water made from herbs and prayers. They believe it removes the veil that hides the unseen, allowing them to look straight through a person's beauty, their perfume, their fine clothes, and see what's truly sitting on them. Zara knew something was inside her, hitting her, not a disease, not poison. She took the note the man gave her at the spiritual shop. Seek the woman with the cracked feet. She knows pains when she sees one. Zara didn't know it yet, but finding that woman would be the last normal thing she ever did. It sounded like madness at first, but she took it seriously. As soon as she began the search, it wasn't easy. She started with the market women. Zara moved from store to store, asking about the woman with the cracked feet. She searched everywhere in the market, but by the time she reached the last store, she knew the woman wasn't there. 2 days after the search, her body began to fail, weak and pale. She would not give up on the search. So she decided to move on the 3rd day. That day, she texted Amaka, "I'm going somewhere today. Don't ask yet," she said. Amaka called immediately. "Where are you going?" Zara said, "Just somewhere the spiritual man recommended. A place that deals with weird things. Babe, be careful. Don't let anyone touch your head though, or give you anything to swallow." "I won't. But Amaka, something is happening to me. I'm getting lean and eating up alive. I think whatever it is isn't normal," Zara cried out. Amaka was quiet, then said gently, "You will be fine by God's grace. Find out first, then tell me. No matter how crazy it sounds, I will believe you." Zara smiled weakly. "That's why I called you." She resumed the search at the herb stores. These women knew things, secrets wrapped in leaves and whispered over steaming pots. One young seller frowned in confusion when Zara quietly asked, "Do you know any woman who has cracked feet?" The girl asked her grandmother nearby. The old woman froze. "You don't mean Mama Beke?" she asked quietly. "She lives near Ojuino stream. Her feet never healed after she walked on her husband's blood. They say she doesn't wear red anymore." Zara thanked the woman and left. By afternoon, Zara took a keke to a silent, dusty path behind Ojuino stream, the mainland part of the community. She passed abandoned huts, burned clothes, even the air felt heavy. Then she saw it, a lone house made of clay and silence. Children playing nearby ran away when they saw her. Even the wind paused. Zara stepped to the doorway. The door opened without her touching it. And there, sitting by a pot with her back turned, was a woman with white hair, skin like cracked wood, no shoes, no smile. She said without turning, "I don't know your name yet, but your lips told me you were coming." Zara entered the clay house with her heart pounding. She didn't know why, but something inside her told her, "Don't speak too quickly, let her speak first." The woman didn't look up. She stirred a thick, bubbling liquid in her pot, a pot that eased without fire beneath it. Zara's voice cracked. "Please, I don't know what's happening to me. People smell me before they see me. My lips are cracking open. Something is..." The woman raised her hand. "I know what's inside you, but you don't know. That's why you are here, to see it." The woman pulled out a small black covered mirror, tied with a palm leaves and red string. "This is not for beauty," she warned. "It doesn't show what you look like. It shows what you have become." The woman sliced her thumb and let 3 drops of blood fall onto the mirror. "Look into it and see what you have become," she said. Zara flinched. Then she whispered, "Oju anu ti shi, let the truth open." The black cloth flew off by itself. Zara gasped. In the mirror, she saw her reflection, but not exactly. Her mouth had no lips, just red holes, stretching open like wounds. Inside them crawling were tiny ants, pale, as if something was trying to pull her mouth open wider from the inside. Zara stumbled back with fear. What is that? What's happening to me? The woman didn't answer directly. She simply said, your mouth is not your own anymore. Someone else is speaking through it. The woman led Zara to sit. She opened a book made of animal skin, wrote a symbol in chalk, lit a candle with black flame. Then she asked one question. Tell me about the gift, the last thing you received before your mouth began to rot. Zara thought. Her voice was low. A lipstick, red, from a man I was dating. His name, the woman asked. Adewale. The woman paused. She dipped her finger in ash and drew a mark on Zara's chest, just above her heart. That man may have gave you something, but he is not the root. He is only the doorway. Zara leaned forward. Then who is the root? His wife, the woman said. Zara's mouth fell open. His wife? He never told me he had a wife. The woman nodded slowly. There is a woman crying in a mirror every night. Her pain was poured into that gift. Her blood was poured into it. The one you carry on your mouth like decoration. Zara sat trembling across the spiritual woman, her voice barely audible. His wife cursed me? The woman didn't blink. Instead, she reached behind her pot and brought out a small black stone, smooth, hot and humming softly. The lipstick on your lip is not a beauty tool anymore. It's a channel, a punishment, a doorway for her pain to live inside you. And no, I don't think she caused you in anger. She did it in silence. Focus, with her blood. This is why it's working so deeply. Zara swallowed. Her mouth felt dry. Her tongue had started to crack. Then, what must I do? She asked, her voice shaking. The woman leaned in slowly. Her voice dropped into something colder. Holder, you must return to the house, the wife's house, and perform a spiritual reversal ritual. Not outside, inside her home. Zara's eyes widened. She will never let me in. The woman stared back. You will have to try and fight for your life. Zara looked down, remembering seeing his house address by accident during a home delivery. Back then, she laughed when she saw it. Now, she felt like she was walking into a grave. Okay, what do I do when I get there? The woman unwrapped a cloth bundle, revealing a bottle of bitter-smelling oil, a sharp wooden comb, and a cracked mirror. The woman said, when you enter the house, you must kneel, barefoot, where she prays and mourns. You must use this oil to wipe your lips clean, even if they burn. Comb your hair with the spiritual comb, backwards. Face the cracked mirror and say the words, I give back what I took. I release what never belonged to me. And when you are done, you must bow your face to the floor and wait. If you are able to do that, you will live. If not, the rot will reach your heart by midnight. Zara's whole body shook. The idea of walking into that woman's house, exposed, smelly, falling apart, made her skin crawl. She will humiliate me. The woman nodded. That is the price. You kissed a man that did not belong to you. You wore a crown soaked in another woman's tear. Now you must humble yourself or rot from the inside. She left the woman's house after everything. Zara sat in her apartment, staring into her phone camera. Her hands trembled, but her voice was clear. My name is Zara, and if you are watching this, it means I didn't make it. She looked straight into the camera. I'm recording this because my body and mouth is decaying. My body is falling apart, and I know now that it is not medical, it is spiritual. She reached for the red lipstick and held it up. This lipstick, this gift, it came from a man, Mr. Adewale. His wife used it as a spiritual punishment for me. It carried her pain, her tears, her blood, and now I carry that pain in my body. If I die today, they should both answer for what they did. I was not aware he was married, and he did this to me. She paused, swallowing hard. This is not revenge. This is insurance. Immediately, she saved the video and sent it to Amaka, a friend, along with her live location. Then she texted Amaka, "If I don't message you by midnight, post this." Amaka saw the video pop on her screen, then Zara's location, then the message. She watched the video. The more she watched, the more her chest tightened. By the end, her hand was over her mouth, her eyes wide with fear. So she called Zara immediately. "Zara, pick up, pick up." No answer. She tried again. Still nothing. Tears filled her eyes. "I knew it," she whispered. "I knew it was much more than a medical issue." Immediately, she grabbed her bag, tried to book a flight to Lagos. Still staring at the blinking blue dot on her phone, Zara's location. "I'm coming, babe," she whispered. "Just hold on." It was almost 5 p.m. The sun was low, casting long shadows on the quiet street. Zara stood in front of the tall black gate, shivering. Her lips were swollen, her skin pale, her hands shaking. She held her scarf tightly, the one wrapped around the spiritual items. She pressed the intercom. A guard looked out through the small window. "Who you dey find?" Her voice was soft but serious. "Please, tell Mr. Adewale Zara is here." The guard frowned, looked her up and down, then picked his phone. After a while, the gate opened just a little. Mr. Adewale stepped out. His eyes widened the moment he saw her. "Zara, what are you doing here?" He looked around nervously, then stepped outside quickly and shut the gate. "Why are you like this? Why do you look sick?" He moved closer, then suddenly paused and stepped back. "Wait, what's that smell? It's coming from you?" Zara looked down, ashamed. "Yes, it's me." "What happened to your lips? Jesus Christ." "I'm dying, Adewale," she said, "and you are part of the reason why." "What are you talking about? You need to leave here now." Zara whispered quickly. "I don't want to see your wife. I didn't came to beg for love. I came to end this pain. I need to do something spiritual in your house. It won't take long. If I don't do it today, I will die. Your wife caused me this pain." Zara looked into his eyes, weak but serious. "I'm not joking, Adewale. I will die." Adewale blinked. He was sweating, looking around the street to see if anyone was watching. "Zara, what do you mean my wife did this to you? I don't believe you. This is not the time for all this rubbish you are telling me. You can't just come to my house like this. You look sick and you smell like something is dying. My wife is inside. Do you want to destroy my life?" "I don't care about your life right now," she said. "You gave me something that is killing me. You never told me you had a wife, and I know where it came from." Adewale stepped back. "What are you even talking about? I didn't give you anything strange. I gave you gifts, money, clothes, and Zara cut him off, and the lipstick, he froze. Zara stepped closer, whispering, "That red lipstick, the one you said you bought just for me, it is cursed, Adewale. Spiritually cursed. That's what is eating me alive from the inside. It came through your hands." He laughed nervously. "Zara, you are talking nonsense." She reached into her bag and pulled out her phone. "I made a video. I explained everything. I showed my face, my mouth, the lipstick. I named you and your wife." Adewale's eyes widened. "What?" "I already sent the video to someone I trust," Zara said. "If I don't message her by midnight, she will post it. It will be everywhere. Instagram, blogs, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook." She held the phone tighter. "Your business partners will see it. Your church will see it. Your reputation will be ruined as a politician, Adewale." Adewale was frozen, silent. Zara's voice dropped lower. "So choose. Let me in. Let me do what I need to do. Or let the whole world know what you and your happy home really look like." Adewale licked his lips. His chest rose and fell quickly. He was so scared. He said nervously, 5 minutes. You do what you have to do, then leave." He turned and waved at the guard. Let her in. Through the side door, quietly. Zara nodded. She didn't smile. She just walked through the gate with her scarf tight against her chest and pain in every step. The mansion was cold, too cold for a Lagos evening. Zara walked behind Mr. Adewale in silence. He didn't say a word. His steps were quick, nervous. They entered through the side door into a quiet hallway near the back of the house. "She's upstairs," he says. "Bathroom. You have 5 minutes." He pointed to a small room, the one Zara saw in her dream. White tiles, 2 small candles, a low altar in the corner. Then he left. Zara shut the door behind her. She fell to her knees. She untied the scarf. The oil, the spiritual comb, and the cracked mirror lay before her. She took a deep breath. "God, please, let me finish before she finds me." She dipped her finger into the oil and touched her lips. The burning started immediately. Her lips blistered, peeled, blood touched her tongue. She clenched her jaw and pushed the pain down. Next, the comb. She dragged it backward through her tangled hair. Not tall, her scalp bled, but she kept going. Then she placed the mirror on the floor and began to speak. "I give back what I took. I release what never belonged to me." "Nothing yet." She said it again. "I give back what I took." The candles flickered. She kept going. "I release what never..." "What are you doing in my house?" Mrs. Adewale stood frozen at the doorway, eyes wide. Mrs. Adewale was about to run to Zara to stop her, but then she screamed, not from anger, but from pain. She dropped to her knees, clenching her chest like something had been ripped out of her. "No," she cried. "You don't get to give it back. You don't get to just let it go." She crawled towards Zara, hands stretching like claws. "You took what was mine. You walked into my life and ruined it." She tried to grab Zara by the scarf. Zara pulled away quickly and stood up, holding the cracked mirror in one hand and the broken comb in the other. "I didn't ask for your pain," Zara said, her voice shaking. "I didn't even know he was married. You should have punished him, not me." Mrs. Adewale let out a cry, deep, loud, full of agony. Mr. Adewale was standing at the doorway, frozen. He had watched it all. His side chick almost died. His wife had become a priestess of revenge. He opened his mouth, but no words came out. Zara looked at him. "You caused this." The mirror shattered. The oil flamed. Zara screamed, and then silence. She collapsed, trembling, as the spiritual weight in her body lifted and vanished like smoke. She could breathe. She touched her lips, raw, sore, but whole. She was free, but not everyone in the room was. Mrs. Adewale fell to the floor, chest heaving. She clutched her chest hard. No, you don't get to be free." She wept. She crawled towards Zara, her hands dragging on the cold marble. "You don't know what you did to me. You don't know what you walked into." Zara stepped back. Mr. Adewale stood in the doorway, quiet, sweating, stunned. Then the wife broke down completely. Tears poured from her eyes. Her voice cracked. "I knew. I always knew. He was cheating on me. He never hid it well. Whenever he bought something for me, I started noticing he bought a second one, just like it. Same bag, same perfume, same necklace." She wiped her face, sobbing. "Then one day, I saw the lipstick, my favorite shade, the one he used to surprise me with when he still loved me. He left the bag on the bed and I checked. And I saw he got the same exact lipstick for you." She looked at Zara now, eyes full of shame, pain, and sorrow. "That night, I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I prayed. But prayer wasn't all I had. Witchcraft runs in my blood and family. I took my gifts, poured my tears into it, my hunger, my blood, my spit. I whispered into it every pain I had, never spoken out loud. And the next morning, I switched it. I left the good one for myself and I replaced it with the cursed one so that it can give you. Zara said nothing. She just stared at her, and for a few seconds there was no anger, just silence, heavy, deep silence. Mrs. Adewale continued, her hands shaking. I didn't mean to kill you. I just wanted you to feel something because I was drowning in pain and no one, not even him, cared. She turned to look at her husband. You made me do this. And this prayer room it thinks is for fasting. Is where I turned my pain to power. I rewrite my story here. Zara breathed slowly. Next time, curse the hand that betrayed you, not the one you didn't know. She turned to Mr. Adewale, who still hadn't moved. Look at what you did to both of us. He said nothing. Zara took one final look into the room. She turned and walked away. Zara walked out into the evening air. It was quiet, too quiet. She touched her lips, blistered but healing, her body weak but hers again. She felt a huge relief. Then she had it. Zara! She turned. Amaka was there, sweaty, dusty, holding her phone with Zara's location still blinking on the screen. She ran and hugged her tightly, fearfully, like she was hugging a ghost. Zara, you didn't reply. I thought I was too late. Zara didn't speak. She just buried her face in her friend's shoulder and finally let herself cry. Not from pain, but from survival. Amaka held her close, then looked at the mansion behind them. Amaka asked, Is it over? Zara nodded. Yes, it is. But for them, Zara said, it is just the beginning. The lesson in this story is simple but heavy. Some gifts came wrapped in pain, not love. That lipstick wasn't just makeup, it was sorrow sealed in silence. And to the men who live double lives, your secrets don't just hurt, they destroy. Every lie, every hidden affair, it plants a seed of pain that grows in places you can't control. And to the women, don't let heartbreak turn you into a weapon. Don't lose your soul trying to punish someone who took what you should have been protected from. Women, a flashy life always comes with a price. Choose the one you can afford to pay. Not all glitters are gold. If this story touched you or taught you something, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notification bell so you never miss another story. Drop a comment below. What would you have done if you were Zara?